On this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to remove weeds between the cracks on your cement driveway and sidewalks permanently, so make sure you stay tuned. Hey there friends, welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you two permanent methods on how you can deal with these weeds growing in between your cement driveway or your cement sidewalks. I've done a video like this before almost a year ago, and I want to show you the before and after to show you and prove to you that this is definitely a permanent solution, because up till now, about a year, there's still no weeds growing in that same area about almost a year ago. And make sure you stay tuned throughout this whole video and throughout the end of this video, and I'll show you those results. With that being said, let's get to method number one. So looking at this sidewalk right here, you can see that there are some weeds growing in here. I constantly trim this with my weed eater, but every year they always come back and multiply. Here's another spot, a little bit of moss and weeds growing in there. So the tools that I recommend for this project is you can either use an old paint scraper, old knife, or even this old sawzall blade. We'll just use this paint scraper for example. You just want to go and take your time and just take out all the dirt, because over the months or years that's been here, all this dirt and soil has accumulated between the cracks and a planter box, if you want to call it that way. So you want to clean it as best as you can. You can take an old paintbrush like this and just use that to clean off the crevices. You can take a shop vac or your pressure washer, and you can even pressure wash this. The pressure washer, you don't even have to use this scraper. Again, the most important part of this project and the most time consuming is prepping the surface. It's prep work. So you got to really clean and make sure that there's no soil or no dirt in between those cracks. Just do your best. It doesn't have to be 100%. So for our first method, we're going to be using a self-leveling sealant. I'm going to be using this Flex. This is a 29 ounce. There's a smaller version for smaller projects, but this is all I have now. And if you're interested on any tools or materials that I use in this video, I'll leave all the links in the description down below. Check out those links if you're interested. If the gaps or the expansion joints on your sidewalks or driveways are really wide, you can use called Baccarod. Baccarod is just a little soft, kind of like a pool noodle, but a very small version of it that you can fill in between the gaps so that you can save material. They come in different sizes. There's ½ inch, ¼ inch, 3/4 to up to an inch. I'll do a Baccarod on half of this and without Baccarod so you can see the difference. Now this is made for horizontal or leveled areas. If you have a slanted driveway or a slanted sidewalk somewhere, you can use this product right here, and that will take care of your problem for anything that is sloped, so it'll prevent any pooling. So it's a ½ inch Baccarod. I'm just using my paint scraper to push it down in there. Make sure it's not loose, nice and tight, so that your filler doesn't end up going and just pulling down below and seeping right through. Given there are areas in the expansion joints that have pebbles in them, so you might have to just cut them and just continue on with the Baccarod. Fill in as need be in certain areas. I'm going to use this. Notice how this is a lot bigger caulk gun, but I have smaller caulk guns available. If you're interested on this and the smaller caulk gun, the dripless kind, I'll leave the link in the description down below. Flex has different colors. I picked this gray color so that it can somewhat match whenever, if it ever starts getting faded over time, it should match the color of the cement. So notice how the Flex is a self-leveler, and that's why we can't use this on any sloped surface or if your sidewalk or your driveway is sloped, because look how it drips right there. If this was sloped, you will have a pull on one side and it'll just be a mess. If you have any sloped sidewalks or driveways, I highly suggest that you use the Tremco rather than the Sika. But this should be good to go in about 1 to 2 hours depending on the temperature in your area, but also they should be fully cured in 3 to 5 days. You're probably wondering what you should do with the remaining of the Flex, because you're not going to be using all of it, especially this big 29-ounce one. So what I like to do is just wipe off the tip, and I like to use these caulk caps right here. I love using these whenever I'm working with caulking, especially I'm not going to use all of it. So wipe the tip, then place it right on the top like this. And it's as easy as just rolling it down like so. It preserves your caulking and make it last for a very long time. Fairly cheap, and there's a lot that come in the box. If you're interested on these caulk caps, I'll leave the link on the description down below. This is completely optional. If you want to and blend in with your sidewalk currently, you can use any color sand that you want. I don't have sand at the moment, but if you do, you can sprinkle that on, or you can use polymeric sand, which is gonna be method number 2. So let's go with method number 2. Let's go. For the second method, and it has been proven effective, I've done this last year and still there's no weed growth or anything growing in between those cracks. Let me show you later on also the 1 year after I put this on the cracks on by my garage door. It's using polymeric sand. Now this bucket I got from Lowe's. You can get them at Home Depot as well, but you can also get the link on the description down below. I'll leave a link for here. And it's super easy to apply. It's just as easy as applying the Sikaflex. Reduces weed growth because it goes in between any pavers that you might install, or it works on these cracks as well. 2 ways you can apply this. You can just grab some polymeric sand. I got this little shovel right here from my kids that they're not using anymore. And trust me, this bucket goes a long way. Just like that. Now the other method is just take any plastic bag that you're not using. I got a Ziploc bag here. Fill this up just like that. Scissors. And just snip off the tip like so. Like this. Through the bag. If you've done that, you can just run your hands through here to make it nice and even. Like so. Water bottle sprayer like this. Just spray it like this. After spraying it, just wait about 30 seconds to a minute and then just respray it again. And that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna let this dry. Now let's go back to our first method and I'll show you how to hide further that Sikaflex. Let's go and apply some of the polymeric sand over it, just so that we can blend it out. Now you don't really need to put that much, and then just spray it. To prove to you how effective polymeric sand is, I did this project 11 months ago, and if you watch that video that I posted, this one right here, you can go back to that video and see how I did this, and I haven't touched this ever since. Let me show you how effective this is, and this is the results of that. Half of this is all polymeric sand, not a single weed growth. And if we keep going right here, you can see that this is a little bit flexible and bouncy because that is the Sikaflex. See how rubbery that is? And there has not been any weed growth at all right there. So here's your proof, friends. It does work. So there you have it, friends, 2 effective methods on how to finally remove any weeds growth from your sidewalks or your driveway permanently. No effects on the cement itself. It allows it for any expansion or contraction of your sidewalk cement or whatnot. But again, it's a lot better option than using any of those pesticides or those chemicals that could harm you or your plants or whatnot. But let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried this method. What are your results? Share with the community. So again, friends, don't forget to join the membership on our channel. It's easy to join. Just click that join button. There's a lot of perks to it. Kindly check that out. Check out the website as well to support the channel and what we do here at Fix This House. If you found this video super helpful, friends, please hit that big thumbs up. Press the subscribe notification bell. And I'll see you, friends, on the next video.